The General Accounting Office, at Congressman Schiff's request, agreed to undertake an inquiry into whether or not there was a cover-up of information concerning the Roswell events. An investigator was assigned to the case, reporting back, of course, to the Congressman's office, since the General Accounting Office is a creature of the Congress. It's the Congress's investigative arm. This investigator approached an official within the Air Force Congressional Liaison Office, the Director of Plans and Operations, Colonel Larry Shockley. The investigator said to Colonel Shockley, "I'm interested in getting into the Roswell case." Colonel Shockley's response reportedly was, "You've got no business getting into that." This is not the first, and I suspect nor will it be the last, such obstruction of this investigation.
They didn't say, Congressman Schiff, we have documents, but they're classified. You're going to have to go through certain procedures if you want access to them. That would have at least been a reasonable response. But to send me to an agency which doesn't have the documents, and by now they must know that, that is not a reasonable response.
Stephen Aftergood of the Federation of American Scientists believed there could be a less secretive and more mundane explanation.
The National Archives reports that it has more than 300 million pages of classified documents from before 1960 alone that are awaiting declassification review. In other words, documents dating from pre-World War I through 1960. If we extrapolate that to a likely estimate for all classified documents through the present, I would say there have to be well in excess of 1 billion pages of classified documents that are waiting for declassification review. The secrecy system has become reflexive. We are concealing a lot of information that is not genuinely sensitive, and ironically, we are probably not protecting those genuinely sensitive secrets adequately. The Roswell incident in particular has been an enduring story because there have been so many mixed signals from the government, and above all because there remains a quantity of government documents that have been kept secret more than 45 years after the event. I think a government accounting for this whole episode is long overdue, and people have every right to demand that such an accounting be carried out.
Now what we need to do is we need to establish in the minds of the Congress, it's already firmly established in the minds of most of the UFO researchers in the United States and elsewhere around the world, that there is indeed a cover-up of information. For what reason? We can only speculate. To what end? We haven't the faintest idea. But the fact of the matter is that our government is not being responsive to its citizens who want simply to know the facts.
I think there's a big leap that is made by some people from an unexplained incident to an explanation that invokes sentient extraterrestrial entities that are somehow active on Earth. I am not personally cognizant of any evidence to support that, but certainly there is a vast quantity of government documentation on the phenomenon of unidentified flying objects of one sort or another.
The obsession with secrecy is a legacy of the Cold War. As West meets East, will we join the Russians in attempting to find an answer to the mystery of the UFO phenomenon?
We cannot rule out the possibility that creatures who may well be superior to us are interested in what is happening on our Earth. These unidentified flying objects that appear to display unique characteristics, such as their speed, their rapid maneuvering, and so on, must be studied in the interest of mankind.
I do not subscribe to the views that some ufologists hold that this is all in the mind. I believe that there is undoubtedly something or a number of things, they may be quite different things too, in our atmosphere, which is physical, and were it to land, could be seen and touched and photographed. And indeed, there are people who say that all those things have already happened.
I hope that someday we find out what it's all about. But everybody loves a mystery. And I think someday we'll know.
It seems to get like brighter, doesn't it? And then
It's changing shapes. It's like flashing out.
yeah, I noticed that. It's sort of really bright, isn't it? And then it's gone behind a cloud.
Oh no, it's something's flashing on the video, like the tape's running out or something.
Oh wow, it's just shot up in the air. Oh wow. Well, I didn't get it on tape. I don't believe it.
Coming up, it's almost 1996. Are you ready for a strange encounter? Then don't go away. It's a close encounter of the fifth kind as TLC's New Year's Eve celebration continues next.